일일이 찾게끔 만들어놔가지고 약간 불편해. 범위만 지정해놓고 마을에 사람이 없는디? 이거 종마사육장 공기원들밖에 없는데? 말도 못 걸고. 아씨 이거 왜?
Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw, you've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
진정하세요. 스트로우 하면 싸우는 거야?
Calm down, Straw.
You're telling me to calm down? Why the fuck should I be calm?
Because if you don't calm down, I'll make you regret it.
Oh, now we're talking. Come on then, you bastard. Come on.
잠깐만. 잠깐만. 어허. 잠깐만. 오호. 발차기를 하신다. 개웃기네. 뭐야 안돼 함부로 그러면 안돼 안돼. 아 또 얘 일어나야 되잖아. 아 바로 일어나네. 뭐야. 야 잠깐만. 잠깐만.
Don't move a finger.
아니 바로 일어나네. 좀 챙길 시간도 안 주네.
Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
You paid for your crimes. I hope you've learned your lesson. And
벌금 내고 말자. 벌금 내고 말.
I trust, well, a thief. I'll just search.
이러면 나 옷 다 벗기질인데? 열받네. 아니 벌금 내는데 몸은 왜 뒤져? 내 작물들. 응? 아 얘가 멜리카고 얘가 마티아스네. 아까는 사람 하나도 없더니 여긴 또 있네. 마을 사람이잖아.
Good health, dear.
What's happened here?
Things are
Plague.
indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias? The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying wounded at the stud.
마법관에 누워 있구나.
I'm sorry to. I'd like to talk to you.
I see.
Where will I find?
If you stand at the...
Who are men?
That all was, I should say.
Did you put up a... Good on you.
We gave him what?
Who attacked you?
Ah,
I heard the...
luckily.
Thanks. That'll be all for now.
I'll be with you.
마법관에 누워있다. 마법관에 누워있는 거 못 봤는데? 내가 그냥 못 본 건가? 아, 여기 있네. 아, 여기 있네, 시체 마냥.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors have been reduced to begging. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
와, 팔이 부러졌는데 그냥
Tell
누워있는다고?
me about the raid.
좋네.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Melachar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
한인이 아니라고? 그럼 누구야?
They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young...
근데 이거는 왜 아직도 하얀색으로
I understand Old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit.
이게 어쨌든 저걸 다 해야 되는구나.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Vurba.
죽는다고?
Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melachar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
That's normal to grieve, eh?
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this Straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
What's Melachar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melekar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where does Melekar live?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melekar lives in the left-hand one.
What's Melekar like?
그냥
I
앞집
know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time.
Since when does...
What can we do? If it weren't for Melekar, those bandits would have torched the place to the ground. The villagers won't follow anyone else.
그냥 앞집이랑 옆집 다 물어보면 가면 되겠네. 에이, 이러면 어차피 정문 나가서 여기가 스트로건의 집, 여기가 멜리칸의 집 맞네. 스트로건한테 먼저 갈까? 아까 뭐하세요? 여기요. 뭐야, 아까 이벤트로 더 이상 발생 안 하나?
No, my God. No, let me sleep.
아프다며. 불러오겠는데도 이벤트가 다시 진행이 안 되네. 어쩔 수 없지.
Though you'd be better off going for a good scrub. You don't exactly smell like roses.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
목욕탕 가서 한번 씻기는
That's
해야겠네.
right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
멜리카
Where will I
어딨어?
find Melekar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
여기 멜리카의 집이 아니야?
That's all.
Goodbye.
멜리카의 집이 아니라고? 정문 나서서 왼쪽 집. 손잡고 서 있는 놈 저거.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melekar.
아, 여기에 포로가 있나 보군. 멜리카가 계속 돌아다니잖아, 지금. 아이씨. 어디 갔냐, 멜리카.
야.
아니, 근데 지금 멜리카가 어딜로 돌아다니고 있는지 알 수가 있나. 공기병이고. 저건가? 맞네.
Are you Melekar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Sir Radzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Sir Radzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the mine. If she's actually there.
수돈 어차피 가서 요한카 한번 만나긴 해야 되니까.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well, I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
God be with you.
아, 환자가 있는지 표시해놨다는 얘기가 문에다가 하얀색으로 십자가 표시해놓은 게 그거구나. 난 또 왜 문에 십자가 표시가 있나 했더니 이런 식으로. 환자가 있다고요.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery.
애도를 표합니다. 뭐지? 아, 이미 죽었구나. 그래서 팔짱 끼고 있구나.
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
아니, 역병표였으면 보통 태우지 않나? 아, 묻어달라는 거예요, 지금 나한테? 아...
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too. But then I'll be back and I'll help you.
Thank you. But please do come back. I can't do it alone. My husband had the fever.
아, 무슨 무덤을 파. 아.
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
뜬금없이 무덤을 파라고? 아, 잠깐만. 어디 파달라는 거야, 어디? 아, 그냥 뒷 공간에다가 이 집 뒤였지 방금. 아씨, 아, 잠깐만, 삽이 있나? 아, 있다. 아, 역시 준비성 보소. 이러다가 나까지 역병 걸리나?
Senseless waste.
It's done.
Thank you. Now please take him there. Oh Lord.
아, 그거 그렇긴 하죠. 무덤이 한두 번은 아니긴 하죠. 아닌데 파서 묻는 거랑 파내서 파내는 거랑은 또 다르니까. 저는 이제 파내는 걸 전문으로 하는 거지 파고 묻는 걸 전문으로 하지 않으니까 이게 좀 그러네요, 좀.
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
끝이요? 아, 일만 겁나 한 것 같은데? 이거 여기가 이제 마법관이고 마법관 옆집을 물어본 거고 그게 뭐 식료품점이고 여기는 지금 여기는 아까 이벤트, 또 진행이 또 되네. 웃긴 게임이네, 이거.
I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw, you've taken my son, but you shan't take my wife.
Calm down, Straw.
You're telling me to calm down? Why the fuck should I be calm?
Because if you don't calm down, I'll make you regret it.
아, 선빵. 오, 힘 올랐고, 왔어. 들어와. 오, 야씨. 잘 싸우잖아, 생각보다. 숨차지, 이 새끼야, 이제, 한 대 맞으면, 이제, 누울 것 같은디? 아직 힘이 좀 남았나봐. 오, 주레벨도 올랐다. 대박. 죽여버릴까? 또 금방 일어나겠지? 아, 그러네. 이게 스토리 진행이라 금방 일어나네. 갑자기 얌전해진 거 보소? 저기요.
Don't speak to me.
말 걸지 말라고요? 안 되겠다. 뭐야? 깜짝이야. 나는 피해서 나온 줄 알았잖아. 깜짝 놀랐잖아, 지금. 불러와야 되는 줄 알고 깜짝 놀랐네. 뭐가 열쇠 많이 갖고 있다. 제가 원래 뭐 알려줘야 되는 거 아닌가요? 원래 뭐 나한테 뭐 알려줘야 되는 거 아닌가?
Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
Christ almighty. I can't stand it anymore.
Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
내가 언제 멜리카 아내를 봤나? 멜리카가 자기 아내가 어떤 증상이 있는지 얘기해줬다 그랬지, 참. 이 집도 물어보다 말았죠, 아까.
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes.
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
Let's try
it. 이런 루트도 있구나. 멜리카 안 만나고 바로 그냥.
What happened here?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned Cumans. But they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Malikars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melikar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that. But they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. We've a number of wounded. And now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
Melichar, Straw. Those names are new to me.
They're locals. Melikar's been in charge here since old vassal Smill from Neuhof passed away. May God grant him eternal peace. And Straw, that's the local woodsman. Poor fellow. The bandits killed his son, and his wife has the disease.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife. Poor thing.
Thank you. That's all.
God bless.
아이 뭐야. 하는 게 아니네.
You're not allowed inside. If you want... My respects to you.
I need to talk to that captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urgently need to question the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar. Take care now.
잠깐 나 멜리카한테 허락 받은 거 아니에요? 멜리카한테 허락 받은 거 아니었나? 멜리카 이 녀석이 허락을 요한카를 데려와야 이놈이 지금 멜리카가 준 그게 요한카를 데려와야 이제 만나게 해주겠다 뭐 그런 거구나 지금. 그냥 귀찮게. 그래 요한카 데리러 가자. 일단 여기 왔으니까 세이브 한번 하자. 그리고 지금 날이 저물어가지고서는 애도 다 자고 있겠다. 뛰어넘어봐 잠깐만. 뛰어넘어봐. 뭐야. 배고프네. 밥 먹어야지 그러면. 다크? 시간이? 늦었네. 요한카 못 만날 것 같고. 아까 뭐 능력치 올랐는데 퍽이 생겼네. 소매치기? 근데 내가 책을 다 읽었던가? 오케이. 요한카라. 생각해보니까 이 지역에서 애들 일거리도 알아봐줘야 되지, 친구들.
Yeah.